Yeah.
But I like the fact of having to work for something because it teaches you
Okay.
discipline, it teaches you
That's
consistency,
facts.
and it shows you that you need a system and you need a routine.
Mm-hmm.
So when I started seeing bodybuilding, I was like, yo, I can do that. So I went to a couple shows
Mm-hmm.
and I knew I wasn't gonna take steroids. I knew for a fact because at the end of the day, it's an subjective sport, and I'm not gonna risk my health for somebody's opinion of me,
Yeah.
I
right?
feel that. That's real.
But I like the fact that you can network with other like-minded individuals, and you get to compete for something. You know, you go through the prep, and at the end of it, who's the best that day,
Yeah.
right? So if you
That's
Exactly.
win,
facts. That's
you
facts.
know you're onto something, and if you lose, hey, take the feedback and get better.
Right.
So when I discovered that natural leagues, there's the untested leagues.
Uh
That's
huh.
like the big one, like the Olympia
The
and all
ridiculous ones.
that. And
Right.
Like
Right.
your
yeah,
arms the
yeah,
size of
like
my
I did a
leg.
show one time in last October, and I went against a guy who looked just like Ronnie Coleman in board shorts. I was shocked. I was
What?
like, "You too big, bro! Like you too big." Right, and then at
Bro
that
came in
same
on regular
show,
pants.
this is how wild the enhanced shows are.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to a guy backstage. He was 33, right? He was 33. He was like, "Yeah, man, this is my last show because I got this new girlfriend and she wanted to see me do a show." And I was like, "Oh, for real, bro? That's nice." He was
Mm-hmm.
like, "Yeah." I was kind of skeptical because I've had 30 blood clots in my heart already prior to this moment,
You
and in my mind, I'm
what?
like, "You about to risk your life for some cash? Oh, you tripping, bro? You wild."
You what? That's
You
wild.
got tricked.
No, that's wild.
But bro, 33 years old and had that many
That's
blood
spooky.
clots in
That's
the
Blood
heart is
clots?
spooky.
Nah, bro.
ridiculous. And he didn't even look good. I was like,
That's
bro, you don't even like look like you on steroids. You look like me, right? So
yeah. You
Yeah.
took
when I
steroids on
found out
rest
about
days,
the
bro.
enhanced leagues, I was like, okay,
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
enhanced. I mean, when I found out about the natural leagues, I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, that's natural bodybuilding. I was like, okay, how can they make sure they
Ah.
keep it natural? And then the OCB is called the OCB. They do like a polygraph test.
Mm-hmm.
So you sit in like a room and they got a guy who lines you up with the thing and like, he got the camera on you.
Yeah.
And they make sure that is, and they ask you some good questions. And then if you win, they do a P test. So I was like, you know what? All right, that's honorable to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
then I did a couple shows and I actually won my second one. And when I got my pro card, I'm like, yo, now I have a professional status. Like, so now it's like now when I go to the gym, it's with a purpose. It's
Gotcha.
not I'm not in there doing cardio all the time or just doing bicep curls. No, I gotta go with a mission of if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna compete to win, not just to compete for some
I
Instagram
feel that.
pictures.
No, I feel it.
That's
I feel
real.
it, man.
Because
That's real.
now with my little son, if I'm telling my son, hey son, you can do anything you want in this world, right? But if I'm not showing him, how's he gonna truly buy into what I want him to
That's
really focus
facts.
on?
No, I
That's
feel it.
facts.
So that's why I'm like, yo, I'm young, I'm in my prime, I'm motivated,
Mm-hmm.
I try to take care of myself, no distractions. So let's just go all in and let's see how far we can take it.
That's
You know,
real.
so
That's
I
real.
got you.
that's my mindset with it, and it helps my training business because now I have content. I can show people like the grind. I can show my people that's losing weight
Mm-hmm.
that I've been to the lowest of depths as
Mm-hmm.
far as being hungry. So I know
Wow.
what you're going through. I know what you want to crash out on some Oreos at night. Trust me, I know this. But
Oh
your goal
man.
got to be bigger than that moment. If you truly want to lose weight and you know you're not supposed to be eating these pills because you got diabetes, eating
That's
these cookies because
facts.
you got
Diabetes,
diabetes,
That's
yeah.
facts.
but that little voice in the back of your head just so strong,
Yeah, it's
you
itching,
know. So I'm trying
right?
to teach
It's
people like,
itching.
hey, you can really do this. Like, if you got kids, you better be on point
Right.
because they need you.
They need you.
Yeah.
You know,
You're
Yeah.
they
setting the
need their dad or they
example.
need their
Right.
mom.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's just another level of trying to serve my clients at the best. So when I give them my prices, it's like you gonna get your results if you put the work in,
Yeah.
and I'm not breaking.
I
So
feel
that's
that.
what really helped me like get into bodybuilding more is that I can further train, I can further boost my training business.
And that's what's up because like I said, me as an observer, I'll go to the gym, I'm quiet, give you a fist bumps, and then I'll do my workout. I see how you don't give up on your clients. Like you're always constantly motivating them, pushing them, and then of course they all come in different ages and ages and sizes. So it's like the way I see you push your guys, even though they look like they want to give up, or the women that you're working with, even though they want to give up. That's just amazing to me. That's because, like I said, while I'm working out, I'm always watching you, and I'm always watching that other trainer on how you guys do certain things, and then I'll try to incorporate because I don't want to go to the gym and do the same thing every single day. So sometimes I'll watch what you do or how you do it with your people, and then sometimes I'll watch what the other trainer does at the gym and try to do it with and try to incorporate that into my workout because I don't want to
Yeah, man.
feel like
It's,
I'm doing something
whatever is
repetitive.
value, man. Sometimes you gotta
Yeah.
just apply different mindsets and different things to get you a different result.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah. But no, that's awesome, man. And then another question I had for you is, what made you want to also jump into real estate? Real estate, because I noticed that you have multiple uh practices and avenues that you want to
Yeah,
get
that's
in,
awesome.
and then
Yeah.
just
You're not just tied to.
yeah, you're not just
Right.
tied to one
Right.
thing, because I know being the trainer is what is it, I believe it's kind of difficult for a lot of people, because it's like you have to find, it's not your own gym, it's somebody's gym, and then I don't know how the whole, do you have to pay them, or do you have to pay for a spot, or how any of that works. But I noticed that you also jumped into real estate too, so it's like, what is the end goal of where you want to go as an individual, like how
that's a great question
yeah,
right there. So
yeah,
I'll break it all down. So if anybody's trying to become a personal trainer, watching this chat or thinking about it, you know,
yeah,
it's
Yeah,
something that's trendy
actually,
right now.
Snot
So
Snot has a
I'll give
question
some game to help you guys out.
for sure.
When you become a personal trainer, you have three paths,
uh-huh,
right? And you have to understand which path you're going to take.
I got you.
I'm gonna tell you the path I took first. The
Mhm.
path I took first was working in a corporate big box gym. That's your LA Fitness, your
Ah,
Crunch,
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 all
gyms
okay,
like
that.
that. And the reason why I recommend that route first is because you learn how to make money,
got you,
right?
okay,
You learn how to get on the phone and call people.
mm-hmm.
You learn how to scout the gym,
Mm-hmm.
and you learn how like just how to not be negligent and like be mindful of what you're doing. So I always tell people go that route first.
Got you.
I did it for a month, and then from there, I would say transition to either independent or online.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is now, if you go the private route, you have to find a gym that accepts like rent. And that's not too many gyms these days
Gotcha,
because it's
gotcha.
expensive to build a gym.
That's facts.
Most gyms are like Planet Fitness, Crunch, right? But if you go there, you're trapped. You're toasted.
Yeah,
You can't even really train your clients the way you want to.
No,
gotcha.
because
You
they
know,
have their
so
own
then
rubric or
there's no
something.
money there for you. You're going to be stuck in the running on the hamster wheel. You're
Yeah.
stuck. Yeah, you're training people, but you can't really,
You gotta give them a
you can't
percentage.
get past that ceiling they set for you
Yeah.
because it's corporate. They have it turnkey, right?
I got you.
So you can do that route or you can go online. Online is a good route too, but you need to build trust and value, and that's hard to do it if you're not there. You know, and you need to understand like people's patterns.
Mhm.
So that's something for the more experienced person, but I would say start at a corporate gym and get your clients results and try to use those results to get online
Mhm.
and then transition that way because you've shown that you have case studies.
I got
If
you.
you don't have any case studies, people are not going to buy in because anybody can go online and be like, oh, I'm a personal trainer. Anybody
Yeah.
can do
I
that.
feel that.
Yeah, but you gotta see the results.
I feel that.
I got
That's
you.
real.
Yeah, but if you don't have that value or showing credibility or showing like, hey, I have data, I can show you that I've done this multiple times, not just on me.
Mhm.
You know, because you really have it's more mental than anything.
I got
You have
you.
to really tap into that person's psychology and find the root problems to what they do and why they do things. Because then you will clearly see why they binge eat every night.
Right.
Maybe their husband, if it's the wife, maybe if it's you training a woman, maybe her husband beats her up all the time and she finds pleasure in food or
So
drinking.
that's how she
It
escapes.
could
Or
get
it
that
can be
real. Yeah,
anything.
it could get that real
You
too.
feel
Yeah,
me?
that's
Yeah.
real.
Or it can be
for
a
sure.
husband.
Yeah.
It can be a husband who's getting no loving from his wife
Right.
and he resorts to smoking cigarettes all the time and going down these rabbit holes of binge eating, smoking cigarettes. So now he can't get in shape
Yeah.
because he has such bad cardio and his diet's bad.
That's real.
So the only thing that's making him feel good is the food, and the food's killing him because he's eating fast food.
Yeah.
So you have to break all this stuff down to people sometimes. You have to really see what it is to make them really look in the mirror
Mhm.
and take full accountability.
I got you.
But
I got you.
you only going to get to that route if you really care. If you're working at a corporate gym, they don't give a damn. You're like, man,
It's
I'm
numbers,
clocking in,
right?
clocking out.
Turnover
It's all
rate
money.
is like crazy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's numbers and
Exactly.
the
But if you
yeah.
work for yourself, you genuinely have to care. You genuinely have to make an
You
impact.
have to care.
So then you can charge more money
Mhm.
to where you can have freedom,
I got
Right.
you.
right?
That's
Because as a trainer, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. If you're working in a corporate gym, you ain't making no bread.
No.
You might as well work at Chick-fil-A, to be honest with you.
Because you're paying the gym, and then on top of that, whatever you get left.
Like, they're
goes in-
taking-
Nah, bro, they got it. They have it to where I don't know if they changed it now, but when I first became a trainer, I wanted to see how they was going to disrespect me in my face every day. And
No, they did.
So this is when the gym was taught around the clock, and they said they will give you 15% and $9 an hour. That's for pay hourly, and you will get 15% per sale. So I'm like 15%. I'm like, hell nah. And they
You
said
what?
that cap that most they will give you is 30%. I'm like, so y'all gonna
that's
take
wild.
70%. I'm doing all the work. And y'all gonna pay me
That's
base rate
crazy
$9 plus
work.
no.
That's
I was like,
crazy,
no, I'm gonna
Bert.
figure this
That's
out.
disrespectful.
That is
man.
disrespectful, man.
That's
Straight violation.
Especially when you put yourself in the
Well,
position where
well,
you
the-
want to be. Go ahead, Jimmy.
Wait, look, the reason